Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to another video. Let's talk about one of the most dangerous addictions that is plaguing our society as we speak. That addiction is the addiction to other people's approval of you. It is one of the most dangerous addictions that we can have, yet we tend to have it across the board in a lot of areas. And why do I say it's dangerous? It's dangerous for so many reasons, but for the main reason of the fact that you can't be you. You can't be who you were meticulously created to be if you're looking for approval from beings who cannot see that omniscient view of who you are. You will never reach your purpose. You will not reach your purpose if you're waiting for them to authenticate it. If you are walking in your purpose and you're doing what feels authentic to you, but yet you won't do it, you won't make the moves because you're waiting for people to authenticate it. You're waiting for the likes on social media, you're waiting for the views on YouTube, you're waiting for the people around you to tell you that it's a good idea, the people around you to see your vision. Then you're never going to be able to fully walk in your purpose because you're waiting for other people to tell you that your purpose is purposeful. And that's not the way that we were crafted to be, because the seeds that were planted in us are supposed to grow the fruit that was for us to bear. And if our seeds are planted, but we're waiting for the people around us to fertilize them, and we won't grow them because we're afraid that if we produce some fruit that someone else hasn't seen before, that they're going to judge us for it, then we'll never fully be able to germinate and grow that seed. And so when you make your purpose attached to the way that they approve of it, then what you're saying is, well, I'm only willing to do this, even if I know that it's for me. I'm only willing to do this if people are going to like what I'm doing. And I can tell you that some of the greats were not liked while they were doing what they were doing. Jesus wasn't even liked while he was doing what he was doing. He was shamed and mocked and ridiculed, but yet he was walking in his purpose. So we have to remember that when we're thinking about our own walk. Sometimes it takes us to be chastised, ridiculed, mocked, and treated in a poor way, but we still have to remain obedient to the path that we know deep down in our hearts that we have a passion and a fire in our belly for. And the other thing is that they don't know his plan for you, so it's going to look crazy to them. It's crazy that these two people ended up together. It's crazy that they're in this relationship. It's crazy that those two are friends. It's crazy that she's going to do this business venture. It's crazy that he thinks that he can be the CEO of this company. All of it looks crazy to other people. But the only thing that gets crazy snuffed out is the success of that thing. And they don't know what he has told you is his plan for you. They don't know that you're being fed the next steps because you're sitting in prayer. And so it's dangerous for you to be addicted to their approval because it keeps you from doing the to-do list that he's given you. And the danger that's really inside of that is not how crazy you'll look, not how many people will mock, ridicule, or say the things that they'll say about you, judge you, and have horrible opinions of you. But it is because there are people who are assigned to you through your purpose that need what you are giving them. And you'll never touch them because the people around you have set a boundary around you, have set a wall around you so that you can't. And you're spinning your wheels in this confined space of their approval instead of just saying, maybe I'll open this gate and go venture out into the spaces that I know that God has created for me. And when you do that, there are going to be people who needed your message to walk away from the situation they were in. There are going to be people who needed your message to heal the things that are ailing them. There are going to be people who needed to be in your presence to be able to get rid of the shame and the torture that they're experiencing. Those people exist, and sometimes they're just waiting for one person to be the catalyst for change that they need. And if you're so busy worrying about what the world tells you should be doing, then you're never going to reach the people that were assigned to hear your message. And though God has a plan for them and He might use somebody else to reach them, why create a space where you don't get to be that person? Because then you're living purposeless instead of purposefully. Because other people's opinions of you have told you that that's not the space that you need to walk in. So what can you do? Well, first you have to sit with yourself. If you don't sit with yourself long enough to know what creates that fire in your belly, who you are and who you want to be and how you are and how you want to be, you will never be able to walk in the things that you're supposed to walk in. So sometimes that means quiet time, resting in yourself, sitting with yourself in prayer, acknowledging what are the things that are your goals. What are the things that if nobody put bounds around them, you would go full steam ahead doing those things. Those are the things that God has put as a fire in your belly. And I'll tell you a little secret. If He gave it to you, it is limitless because He's limitless. And you have to know you. You have to know you so intricately that you know when something is for you and when something's not. You know when something is being given to you and fed to you by another person or when it feels right to you. And you won't do that unless you know you well enough to know exactly what you're assigned to. And then you have to yield to you. You have to trust your instincts, discernment, and intuition so vividly, so intensely, that you will not allow the visions of other people to take you off course. Now, you're going to have people in your life who are purposed to be there with you, to motivate you, encourage you, and push you further. Sometimes those people are going to ask the hard questions, push the envelope, and do things that might refine you in that moment. But you'll know those people because you'll know that their intentions are to help you pursue that purpose and not to draw you off course. So if you're in that space today where you're wondering why your addiction to other people's opinions is so high, I would encourage you to think about the danger of that. And I would encourage you to do those three things: sit with you, know you, and yield to you. Because it is only then that you will be able to not just know who you were crafted to be and how you were crafted to be and what you were crafted to be doing, but you'll know how to receive every single step on that journey so that you know that the steps are ordered and you're walking in the right way. If this message encouraged you, please like and subscribe to my channels. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to share this message with somebody that it might help break free from the bondage that they're experiencing. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time.